Right, I'm going to be quick to this vlog because my battery's going to go. Right. My point is, are we ready for war? Okay. Well, the title of the video is, are we ready for war? Right, I'm going to start by making two. Initially, I'm going to start by making 2 points. Yeah, right. I was getting ready then to come out to do my shopping as one does. Right. I'm on the way back home from it now. I was watching a programme whilst I was getting ready. It was called Bangers and Cash. Now, it's on UK free channel, free to air, UK free TV, right? And on this programme, it was like I think it was a 3/4 hour programme, and it was showing off people who did extrovertal things, but it had to involve extravagance, right? Extravagant things, like people who collected expensive cars, or people who converted their houses into all kinds of exotic manners, all kinds of exotic furnishings. Yeah, get me? Like a theme bar, a theme bar from the 60s, and then did the whole house in 60s theme. Get me? But it always had to involve money. It wasn't just like your average Joe type extrovert things. Specifically, where it entailed people with money. Now, the program didn't specify just going to be showing off people with money. It didn't specify that. But first time I'd seen it, and after 20 minutes of watching it, I gathered that. I'm not stupid. I'm in my mid-40s. Yeah, I'm not stupid, right? I know after like 5 minutes of watching the program, what their message is all about. Yeah, what their agenda is. Yeah. Basically, it was a TV show. They couldn't title it "What Lottery Winners Do With Their Money When They've Got No Family to Spend It On." You know, they couldn't title it that. So they called it Bangers and Cash. That's what they've called it, basically. Basically, they've reinvented showing off what lotto winners do with their money if they don't have family to spend it on. They've repackaged that into... they just reimagined that idea into what kind of what some people who happen to have money might do with it if they have extreme type interests. Get me? That's how they repackage basically what lotto winners do, but with no family to spend the dosh on. Yeah, get me? So, and I was thinking, by the time I'd gotten ready, which was 10 minutes later, I was thinking, right, the second thing is, I used to go down with a tent over one shoulder and a sleeping bag over the other, and I used to just go to the nearest coach station and get the first coach down south with a tenner in my back pockets and just go down there for a week with my mates, just for a laugh and live off the land, right? I used to do that year after year after year. Not down as far as London, but as good as down by Bristol, where the Glastonbury Festival's held. I used to just tend to do that. All around that area, I used to just chill out on the fields down there and just do that year after year. I didn't tend to go on to the music festival, so to speak, because that is what people do with. That's what lottery winners do without family members to spend the dosh on. That's what they do, innit? So anyway, I didn't do that, but that's what I used to do, right? I used to go down, but now I was thinking, whilst I was watching the programme, I thought, to tie in the whole idea about doing this video about are we ready for war, the second point, that thing I used to do going down on run to the nearest coach station, go down south, last time I did that, right, I actually felt in fear of my life, because the amount of homeless we have now in every shop doorway, as soon as it starts getting a little bit dark, and this is even in the summer, they come in off the fields and they come in even into our bus, even into they come in to where all the shoppers bustle. Even now, they even do that now. Even in the height of summer, they flood that. Like foxes come in, like we got wild animals come into our towns and villages to scavenge out our bins. It's the way now with the homeless. They actually come in now, and they, to a point now, they actually sleep in. You see depicted on the TV, all these posh villages. The TV tend to sometimes depict posh villages in England, right? These posh villages, down south Bristol way in England, where people only with money go, right, to live. or to spend their holidays. Well, I will tell you, that's where I used to go with my tent over one arm and a rucksack full of goodies under the other, with a tenner in my back pocket. On the first coach I'd find. They're the kind of places I used to go with just the tenner in my back pocket. And the last time I went there, which was about 5-6 years ago, I actually felt in fear of my life that I couldn't do that. You know, live off the land and just come back on the next returning, once my money ran out, just jump on the next returning coach back up north. The last time I did that, about 5-6 years ago, I actually felt in fear of my life for the amount of homeless we have who come into the towns now, where, you know, these secluded and nook and cranny hidden villages and towns in the middle of greenery, scenery, where only people with money live. That, as I say, that even now, those type of areas, the homeless are flooding. So I say to you, YouTube and the vlog community who may be watching this, it's watching that show. Yeah, that repackaged show, yeah, where people are spending fortunes on crap. That programme, Bangers and Cash, on the channel yesterday has shown it now, running it, yeah. They didn't finance the show, but they're actually currently showing reruns of that programme, Bangers and Cash. People are just spending up millions of UK pounds on crap because they've got nothing better to do. Which made me think, scared of that, the fact that you can't just simply travel anywhere now on a coach and just feel free to go to the nearest green town anymore and live off the land for a week with your tent over one arm. I thought those 2 points to sort of like putting a video titled, "Are we ready for a war? Are we now ready for war? Are we ready for war? Are we? Maybe be." And I said to myself, after making those 2 points, I'll make another one. Right? I live in a secluded ghost town, right, in the middle of suburbia, right? And only when it gets to the hottest day of the year do people ever come out of the houses, to the point where one year I was frightened in shock. I came into my nearest branch of like Safeway stores, and it was chock-a-block, and to the point where I went to my nearest library to ask, was there a festival on in the area? And then the same thing happened the following year. Nothing all year, because I live and work in where I live, because I work sort of in my area where I live. One year, when it got really hot of one year, suddenly it was as if a festival coming to town, and then the game followed the next year, and then it happened the next year. Not so much the third year in a row, but in every single house, in every single ghost town you may travel in up and down the land, there's probably about 3 people to every single window you see. You just don't know they're there, and they're all unemployed people, like 3 generations of people who are possibly unemployed, who literally can't afford to leave their rooms. And there's about 3 generations of people just getting up each day like zombies. I say to you out there in YouTube land, are we ready for another war? Are we ready? What the fuck is going on? What's going on? Right, I'm going to be quick to this vlog because my battery's going to go. Right.